morning, students. In my previous video, you might have understood the square root of a complex number. In fact, that was not a last part. It has another part also, that is what is called polar form. Now I'm not going to discuss about the polar form, because for this you need to understand the concept of trigonometric ratio. And when we will discuss about the trigonometric ratio, after that I will discuss the polar form. So therefore, now today I will discuss about a quadratic equation. You are well aware of this equation because you have studied in class 10, but that much details we are not going to do. We will focus only on those kind of quadratic equation in which our solution is I form, imaginary form. So any equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called a quadratic equation where a, b, c belongs to R. R means real number, as well as complex number, which is denoted as C. So remember, in class 10 we were concerned about only the real factor, real numbers. The coefficients A, B, C must be a real number. But now, even if it is a real number, the answer you cannot get so easily, and so you have to find out the answer in the I form. Or sometimes it happens that the A, B, C can be in the form of imaginary factors. Understood? Now, so this is what we call it as a quadratic equation. You remember, this quadratic equation has one of the very important fact, that is your discriminant. Which is equal to b square minus 4ac. So now I will discuss about the nature of the roots. If d is equal to 0, before that, let alpha and beta are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Therefore, what will be alpha? Minus b plus root over d divided by 2a, and beta is equal to minus b minus root over d divided by 2a. Now, after that we will discuss what is the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. Nature of roots of quadratic equation. First, if d is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. Now try to remember what are these real and equal roots. So I will discuss here. Let us say alpha is equal to how much? Minus b. D is your 0. So plus 0 divided by 2a is equal to how much? Minus b by a. And beta is equal to minus b minus 0 by 2a is equal to minus b by 2a. So the real and equal roots are minus b by 2a. So these are both cases it is equal. Second case, if d is a positive perfect square number, positive and perfect square number, if d is a positive and perfect square number, what will happen? The roots are real and distinct. Now, another case, third, if d is a positive and non-perfect square number, then roots are real. Here real stands for irrational number and distinct. Here also the roots are real and distinct, but here real stands for rational and here real stands for irrational. Now fourth, if d is less than 0, then roots are imaginary. Remember, you have already discussed this imaginary root in class 10. But in that case, what you have done, you have just stopped here only. You didn't try to find out the roots, imaginary roots. But here we will try to get it the imaginary roots. How can we? Now look at here. You know d is equal to what? B square minus 4ac. So if I want to find out d as a negative, can we take it as 4ac minus b square? So therefore alpha is equal to how much? Minus b plus root over minus 4ac minus b square. What is that? This is your d. You write d or not? Divided by 2a. So alpha is equal to minus b. For this minus, root over minus is equal to how much? I. So you can say here I and root over 4ac minus b square by 2a. This is what is your first imaginary root. Second, beta is equal to minus b minus root over minus 4ac minus b square divided by 2a. Then beta is equal to minus b minus I root over 4ac minus b square divided by 2a. This is what we call it as beta. So these are called imaginary roots. Now we will discuss what are the different methods of solving a quadratic equation. Methods of solving a quadratic equation. First is factorization method. Second is completing the square method. And third is by using quadratic formula method.